No. Hey guys, on today's episode, we're gonna try to make an epic keto breakfast pizza. This pizza is gonna try to be modeled after a picture I found on Instagram that I thought was pretty cool. So I was like, okay, let me see if I can try to make it keto. So if you wanna see how I made this turn into that, then keep on watching. This channel is for people who want to find out different ways of eating keto that don't involve the standard like eggs and bacon or salads or whatever the case may be. Because I love looking up new and different ways of eating keto. This channel is also meant to inspire people to get back into the kitchen, especially after you see me screw up, because I feel like everybody should know that cooking in the kitchen isn't perfect and, you know, everybody has their mistakes, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. So step one to making this giant pizza is to make the crust. And to make the crust, I'm going to be using one of my favorite Fathead dough recipe I've seen online. The reason this is my favorite recipe is because it actually feels like dough. It doesn't include mozzarella, which is different from all the other ones I've tried. It doesn't include cream cheese. In Keto Copy's recipe, it suggests that we shred our own cheese because the cheese that you find in supermarkets most of the time they're covered with potato starch in order to make it not clump. So I have shredded cheese, but for the purpose of this video I'm gonna shred my own cheese. And we're also gonna be weighing all of our ingredients because Keto Copy explains that you will get much different results when you weigh something compared to like measuring it out in a cup. I really like how this dough came out because this dough came out really doughy, like it looked very like dough texture. I love it. I realized that the pizza slice was thinner in the picture and I didn't have to actually try to make it so fat. My reasoning behind it was because I wanted to get as much real estate as possible in order to put the pancakes, but I guess it didn't work out that way. So when I made the bacon, I had to make sure that I found the bacon that was like the flattest looking bacon, that was crisp, nice and brown. And I have never been able to get anything as perfect as that by like actually just cooking it on the stove. So I looked up a recipe. No Bun Please has a recipe that will allow you to cook crispy bacon in the oven, and it's genius and I loved it so much. And I'm only gonna cook bacon this way from now on because it came out flat, crispy, and like I could accumulate all the oil in the foil and I could just throw it away, which is perfect. As for the pancake mix, I'm using Birch Benders' new keto pancake mix. For 2 pancakes, it is only 5 carbs. So when I was actually making these pancakes, I saw that I had to have water. In order to make the mix, I had to, you know, mix it with water. And when I did, I had to set it aside, let it get thick. And when it got thick, it got too thick that I didn't like how it came out when I cooked it in the pan. So I added a little bit more water to make it a little bit more watery and give it that pancakey consistency so that I can actually cook it right. And once I did that, they came out way better and they actually looked nice and brown. So I was like, I burnt like the first few. So this is the final result. I think it looks like it. What do you think? I personally wish it was thinner. I'm sad that it didn't come out exactly like it, but I know if I had made it thinner, it totally would have. And in the video, we didn't review the crust. I forgot to bring it up, but the crust looks exactly like a crust. It has that bread-like texture. It looks amazing. This is like a really good recipe. I can taste the maple.
Really good bacon.
I like the bacon.
Because that's really good.
No, so I would definitely use this pancake mix again because this pancake mix was so good. I actually really liked it. And it did give me a problem with it being too thick, but I fixed it with water. The pancake I would definitely eat again. It was very sweet. It wasn't very sweet, but it was sweet enough that it tasted good. And the only issue was like the instruction as far as to how much water I should have added, in my opinion. Would you eat this again?
Yes.
I would make it
100%.
again. 100%. I actually would make this for a party because, you know, it's like,
yeah,
it's pretty cool. Somebody would eat it.
And something very appealing, like it catches your eye.
Yeah, it's everything you need. It's an epic keto breakfast. Leave down in the comments below if you would eat this or you would make it, or any suggestions for anything that you would like to see in the next episode.